Hey there, tech fans. Today I have the brand new VTOMAN 40-watt portable solar panel. This product makes it incredibly easy for you to charge all of your portable gear when you're out in the field with nothing more than sunshine. You can simply set this down on the ground or hang it from a tree branch. It'll drink in that beautiful sunlight. It'll turn that into a DC current that you can use to charge your phone, your camera, your tablet, your computer, your portable power station, and a wide range of other portable gear. Now, in the spirit of full disclosure, the company did send me this sample for testing, but I promise you that won't affect my opinion. And their timing was perfect because I was searching for a portable solar panel that I could use to charge some of my gear when I was out flying my drone. So I can't wait to get outside and start testing this. Now, before I get too deep into the review, I want to do a quick unboxing to show you everything that's included with the product. So when you first pop open the box, you'll find the unit. And again, it's a beautifully compact unit, really easy to bring along. Also included are two small carabiners that you can use to hang the solar panel. You'll also find a full instruction manual that explains everything you'll ever want to know about the solar panel. So always read through that manual to make sure you get the best value out of the product. Now, the product itself is clever and it's advanced. And what I mean by that is when you're finding a portable solar panel, you want to find one that's easy to fold up, easy to deploy. And boy, VTOMAN has done everything right with this one. And I'll show you how it unfolds in a minute. But some of the other features that are important when you're searching for a solar panel, either portable or fixed, is the type of solar panel that's being used, the actual crystals that are being used, because converting sunlight into a DC current has been around for a long time, but there's two ways you can do it. It can be polycrystalline or it can be monocrystalline. Now, the difference there is the polycrystalline are small cells that are grown, that are kind of cobbled together and wired together to give you the voltage that comes out of that conversion. But a monocrystalline is a single cell, and it's way more efficient. It's harder to grow, it's actually more expensive to grow, but it's a lot more efficient, almost twice as efficient as some of the polycrystalline solar panels. This one uses the monocrystalline cell, so it's going to give you much better conversion from any bit of sunlight that's out there. And that's the important thing, because if you set two solar panels in that sunny area, you want to find one that's going to draw more of the power out of that sunlight, and this one does that job. Two other important things: this solar panel doesn't require any external electronics. In other words, the conversion from the sunlight to the proper 5-volt DC, or the conversion of that to DC in general, is done inside the unit, which means it's incredibly easy to use. You basically set it up in a great sunny area and it's going to generate voltage. And the best part is there are two connectors on the top right here, a USB-A and a USB-C. Now, those look pretty standard, but USB-A and USB-C have gone through a lot of changes in recent years. The USB-A standard uses what they call a quick charging standard, which is QC, quick charge, and this one is QC 3.0. A lot of other solar panels and technology use an older version of QC. Now, QC is a really cool technology because essentially what happens is when you plug your phone or your tablet or some device into that USB-A port that's QC compatible, this unit will actually interrogate that device before it starts charging it, figure out what voltage and current it needs, and it can make an adjustment to both the voltage and the current that it sends to that device to quickly and safely charge that device. So it's an intelligent port that'll quick charge your phone or your tablet. The USB-C port is also an intelligent port, but it uses a different standard. It uses PD, or power delivery standard, and it does the same thing where it interrogates your phone, it figures out how much charge it needs, and it adjusts the voltage and current to quickly and safely charge that phone. You can use both ports at the same time. Now, the USB-A port is a 15-watt port, which is pretty standard for QC. The USB-C port, on the other hand, is a 30-watt port, which means you're getting a lot of electrons being fired at that device to charge it quickly and safely, and that's exactly what you want. You don't want to keep things plugged in for 4 hours to get it charged fully. So what VTOMAN has done here is given you an incredibly efficient way to collect that solar energy and convert it into DC current, and they've also given you a really smart connection up top with circuitry inside that's smart enough to recognize the device and adjust the voltage and current to quickly and, more importantly, safely charge that device. Now, what I'd like to do next is to take this outside. I'll hang it up in the sunlight. I want to test it to see what kind of current it actually generates. So I'll connect it to a few different devices, and I'll show you in bright sunlight what kind of current this can actually generate. And then I'll come back at the end with a few final thoughts. Okay, I'm outside to test the brand new VTOMAN 40-watt portable solar panel, and I'm standing in direct sunlight. Now, it's late in the day, so I'm not getting as much energy as I'd like off the sun, but it'll still be a good test. Now, I didn't show you this before, but this actually folds up, and to open it up, you'll basically pull it away from the base and let it drop,
and you see that there are 4 panels. These are all monocrystalline solar panels, and together they're wired to give you a ton of power at the top. And I'm actually generating power right now because the red light's on because I'm in the sunlight. So let me hang it on this tripod here. And now to test this, I could use a meter, but that's kind of boring. I really want to put it through its paces in a real-world example, and I spend a lot of time flying drones, and this is the standard RC2 controller for a drone, and there are 2 ways that this controller charges. If I plug it into a low-power charger, the LEDs on the top that indicate that it's charging will strobe slowly, but if I plug it into a high-power charger, particularly a PD charger, they'll strobe really quickly. So I think it'll be a good test to see how much power this is generating, and then I'll throw a meter on it as well. So I've got a USB-C to USB-C cable right here. I'll plug one end of that into the top of the solar panel. And the other end of it, I'll plug directly into the controller. And I'm excited to see what this does, actually. So I plugged it in. Okay, it's charging, and it's charging fast. Look at those LEDs across the top. I don't know if you can see that or not, but they're moving really quick. This is hard in the sunlight. And the sun's actually getting blocked a little bit, but it's still charging fast, which is pretty incredible. All right, so let's see what it's actually doing, because I have a little meter here that I'll put in series with the connection and the USB-C power source, and that'll tell me immediately what's going on. Okay, it's generating 4.96 volts, which is great, and it's about 18 watts, which is absolutely incredible. Now, it's a 40-watt panel, but again, it's late in the day, and that's plenty of power here, and I'm sure that the PD circuitry inside there kind of judged what kind of power the controller needed and adjusted the voltage and current to give me exactly the right amount of charge. But for me, if I'm out in the field flying my drones, I can hang this off a tree, plug in my controller, have a cup of coffee, and in very short order, the controller is going to be completely charged. So I think it does a great job, and when you're done for the day, you can basically unplug your cable and then fold it back up. You'll start like this, just fold it in and on itself like that, clip it back into those 2 little buttons, and that's it. Then you're on your way, you can head out. And again, it weighs less than 2 pounds, so it's incredibly portable. So for me, it's small enough to bring along pretty much anywhere, and it does the job of charging my portable electronics. So hopefully you found this review helpful.
I hope that demo and testing was helpful. Now here are a few important things to keep in mind when you're comparing the VTOMAN 40-watt portable solar panel with other products you may be considering. The first thing you'll want to look for is the type of crystal that's actually inside the solar panel. And as I mentioned, there are polycrystalline and monocrystalline. The polycrystalline is a less expensive version, but it doesn't generate as much energy out of that sunlight. The monocrystalline is really the most efficient. It tends to be a little bit more expensive than the polycrystalline, but that's what you want, because if you're gathering up sunlight, you want to generate as much power as you can from that sunlight. This unit uses the monocrystalline cells. Another important difference is the type of connections out of the unit. A lot of solar panels, portable ones in particular, may require an external circuit to do the conversion from the voltage being generated by the solar cells and the actual voltage that should be sent to your device. This thing does everything inside the handle. There's a circuit right there that converts that sunlight into the proper voltage and current for charging your devices safely. And there are 2 ports on there. There's a USB-A port, which is QC 3.0, that can provide 15 watts of charging power, which is great for a lot of portable electronics like a phone or a camera. There's also a USB-C port on there that can generate 30 watts of charging power in bright sunlight, and that one's PD, which means it's power delivery. Both of those ports are intelligent ports. They're going to interrogate the device you plug in, they're going to figure out what voltage and current it needs, and they're going to adjust that on the fly using nothing more than sunlight to charge those devices. So what you have here is a portable unit that weighs less than 2 pounds, folds up really neat. It's got really smart intelligence built in. You're using monocrystalline cells. It's pretty much everything you want in a portable solar panel. So that was pretty much it for today. I hope you found this review helpful. I think it's a great unit. I can't wait to get it out in the field and use it on my next trip out to fly my drone. But I think it looks wonderful. And for me, it's the perfect size. I can hold it up with my pinky. I mean, it is really incredibly light and incredibly powerful. So thanks an awful lot for watching. And until next time, as always, stay nerdy.